Hi, friends. This is Chris with Josephine's Design. I am back to share with you three more planners that came in. Plus, I did want to share with you guys that I reached out to She's in Her Apron. There was a mistake in the shipping. And so they are not only shipping me the correct calendar, but they're also trying to be so kind and try to ship it by ground. I haven't heard back yet, but they're at least trying. So she's in her apron.com, a lovely calendar for home organization, home everything, even from expenses. So I'm going to get into that in a minute, but I'm going to share some other things with you. So I picked up the farmhouse planner. This is a planner I want to use for I think our home. I think for our home. I think that I have things that I'm going to do, but I think this needs to be for my husband and I. I he's have had some health issues, and so I think maybe if we sit down and we talk through what we need to do, I think that would be a great thing. I didn't even know they had that in there. That is so sweet. So plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. Proverbs 15:22, and I think that's wonderful. I think the monthly is a very easy monthly to look at. Plus, you have places to write, and then you have your daily. And I think that it has the meal plans. If my husband wants to say, like, well, what's for dinner? And he can't look at the fridge and he doesn't know, then he can look at this. But it can also be just our family's planner, as well as, so, and at this point, our youngest is going to be finishing college in the middle of all this. So we may be empty nesters before the end of the year. We're not really sure yet. But I do know at bare minimum, she'll be moving out into the mini camper once they get that repaired. It's a mini house and it's kind of a park model type camper. And so we had bought it for our son and daughter-in-law when they married. And then it came back and it's in some pretty rough shape. So they're working on how to get all that together. So I think that we may be on our own here in the house, which is totally great. So it basically comes with the days of the week, meal plan, and then if you go to the end of the month, you have notes. So I really like this. And I also like here at the top, you have goals to focus, word of the week. And I think that somehow in all that we do, sometimes we just get so distracted. So I am going to go back here. So I'm going to put down for my husband and I 10 major goals for us as a couple, as a family, our property, our camper, everything, office. We'll also have tax practice, so business, things like that. And then we'll just make notes and we'll discuss it. So I'm just going to go through with pencil and list that out, and then he and I will sit down and discuss it. And hopefully we're going on a camping trip soon. I'm still waiting on him, but we're going. So we've got all of this, and I wanted to see what it was like at the end of the year. So we get to December, and then we go to Journey. So the journey, and it says, the journey, everyone has a story to tell. Our stories become journeys without even realizing it. Let's take a minute to reflect on the journey. What did you enjoy this past year? I pray that you will utilize this space, reflect on your days, then turn them over to the Creator, God, and live a life that you can truly be proud of, that you can be truly proud of. So I think that is very sweet. So you get to have an opportunity to write down and look at the previous year. And I have to tell you, with some of the things that we've had to deal with in our household, that's a really good motivator for me in not getting caught up in a lot of the stuff that has gone on. And it's been a difficult thing for me. And I'm not trying to say, wah, woe is me. I'm just trying to say it's real. It's very real. Now, I ordered the budget planner and the productivity planner. I'm going to go through, I believe it's the productivity boot camp. And so I'm very excited. This is with Jordan Page, who I've loved and followed forever. And she just kind of teaches you to define your day in blocks of time, which I really appreciate. As someone who one of my jobs that I did for about 3 years was for my dad's partner, and he literally made me list every 15 minutes what I did for work. Seriously. So it could be billed to the clients. I cannot tell you what a huge colossal time. I hate to say it, waste that was. I understand billing, and I think that's very important, but I mean, you should do it in half-hour increments or 45-minute increments, or or an hour increments. It got to be very cumbersome. So I prefer the block kind of idea. I don't know how good I'll be at it, but we will try. And this gives you the month in advance, monthly tracker, and then it also gives you the weekly meal planner, weekly planning, and daily blocks again, and what you need to do. And I love that she gives you a checklist like pray, meditate, make bed, get ready for the day, eat breakfast, drink water, which I never do. I never eat breakfast, I never drink water, take vitamins, meds, unload dishwasher, and one load of laundry. And then that's at the beginning of the day. The end of the day, she gives you other things to fill in with, like meals and notes. And then she puts in here clean up today's messes, plan tomorrow's meals, check upcoming calendar, lay out clothes, brain dump, to-dos, fill out tomorrow's blocks, etc. So this is a really good way to kind of go through this. So, I mean, I'm really interested to see, and hold on, I'm going to see if we get to the how this works. So, okay, so weekly, daily, and then notes, and then weekly. I'm trying to see where we get to the month. And I don't know exactly how this works out, so you'll have to kind of bear with me. I have not opened this. I'm doing it all with you. I took it out of the box. That was all I did. I didn't dare and unwrapped it because it was sent bubble wrapped, and that was so sweet. So I'm kind of wondering where the monthly is. Okay, come on, monthly. And I'm also kind of finding it unusual to not find tabs. But maybe I add tabs. Okay, so here we go. We get in the next month. So I think this is only an X amount, like 6 month at a time planner. It's pretty detailed. You got to really know what you're looking for, know what you're wanting to do. So I am going to save this, and this may be my business productivity planner. I want to go through her course, but I'm not going to go through her course until probably March. I've paid for it. I'm going to have to double check, make sure I can wait and go through it then. But I'm kind of putting on the books in my brain that I'm going to do this in March. So the budget planner as well that I got from her, I am going to use the envelopes. I decided to put the budget planner to the side and utilize this to begin with. And she's in her apron. I do want to get very specific in some of this, but I also want to be very realistic in what I can do right now. Um, when you're dealing with family members with health issues, it really can be overwhelming. So a simplified budget like this may just be what I need. And then I can go back in here and break things down and list it this way. So that, and again, they're sending me the January. This one I got by mistake. So I'm going to ask them, I might go ahead and just start this if they can't get it to me on time, or I may wait and then maybe give this away. So, but I don't know. They may need me to return it. I will do whatever they need me to do. So, anyways, productivity planner. I'm super excited about this. I've signed up for the boot camp as well, but I'm not going to begin that until what I say, March. There we go. Sorry, I had a little bit of a blank out there. Now, many of you guys, I think I shared these. I ordered one of these for every single person in our home. This is the gorgeous prayerful planner. It comes with stickers. I think I took mine out of every box and put them in with my stickers already. I don't know if I took them out of here. I'll have to see. I think I did. So I have two of these. I have a purple and a pink. So as many of you know, I got really busy in the caring for my parents and then taking on the estate and two of their businesses, plus trying to do everything else that I was doing. We had a wedding. We had a grandbaby born. We've had another grandbaby born. I closed a business, which is still not even 100%. I mean, it's closed on the books, but we've got some other things that have come up, so we're still having to work for it. I genuinely needed time to mourn my parents' loss. And yes, I cried. Yes, there were things I missed, but I didn't work through the grief like I should have. And then on top of that, it was compounded with COVID and other things within our family. And it became about everybody else, and I didn't have time to work through my personal. So I do have a self-care calendar, yes, but I have a light pink and a purple. I'm not going to pull them both out. I'm just going to pull out one. And the gal who developed Prayerful Planner, she is amazing. She is amazing. I highly, 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 highly recommend her and her beautiful planner. So there's a pocket here. They're all different kinds of styles. I gave all the men blue ones and I gave all the girls light pink ones. So why do I have an extra one? So here's how it starts out. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. I am going to use this to journal. I told my kids and, our family that as I gave these out, that they could use it as a journal, they could use it as a planner, they could use it however they wanted, use it as memory keeping. And for me, I just really need to use this in a different way. So there's all the prayer requests, word of the year, all the good things you can work through. My verse of the year, purpose worksheet, path plus plan plus purpose is also good. Goals for the 2022 vision, the 2022 goals. I have no clue what that is right now. I know my word for this year is peace. 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 Peace of God. That's what I need. And it has not been peaceful. It hasn't. And I need to know that no matter what that we go through, that I am rock solid with Jesus. My life has not been that. It's been very chaotic. It's been very really rough. I mean, that's just the only way I can say it. And maybe someday I can come back and share this with you, but it affects other people, so I have to protect their privacy. But I am here to tell you that I have been through really, really rough times. I've lost 2 children. When my grandmother died, of course, I stayed with her in the hospital. My parents, each one of them, I stayed with them, took care of them, the whole thing, took care of my grandmother. And I thought there was nothing worse until now. Yeah, and that's all I'm going to go into. And there has just been a change in my walk in such a way that I love the Lord, and I don't want to feel like I'm failing God. So when I was going through loss with my parents, and I'm just going to keep turning pages. So there's your monthly. You get to write out your things. You get to, I'm grateful for, praying for, and just habits. And so I'm going to be focusing on faith. I'm going to be focusing on my walk. I'm going to be focusing on, it says weekly memory notes. So you can use this in church and memory reflection, weekly Bible study. And then you've got your week at a glance. So what I want to do is I had looked at several planners. I just want to write my prayers at night in my purple, and in my pink, start my day off writing my prayers to God. And then just go through here at the bottom and use them how God is laying on my heart. So, and just to share so that you can know how wonderful this planner is just put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Ephesians 6:11. That is a great place. You can write the memory verse there. You can all across here. You can put a post-it and then cover it and lift it up however you want to do, or lift it up on that. The prayer journal, you can write more prayers here. You can put your focus on prayer down here for the week. Pause and ponder, how things went, what happened by the end of the day, how you felt like that, how you felt by the end of the week, however you feel like you need to use this. And then physical health. And for me, my physical health has been gravely affected during this period of time. I am in not a good place. And I know that if I keep this up, I won't be here much longer. And I have been told that, and by doctors. And I have got to do basic things like remember to take my vitamins and remember to drink enough water and to get up and move and exercise and find quiet time for me alone. And I have been so focused on meeting everybody else's goals that I have been lost. And let me tell you, when somebody's not doing well in their life and you are focused on being there, trying to help them, sometimes it comes back on you in not a healthy way. And so that is the one thing I want to gain perspective on. And I think that part of that became fairly habitual in when my parents were ill at end of life, and not my mom, but mainly my dad. He felt horrible, and he took it out on a lot of people. It wasn't just me. So, but I mean, he always apologized to me. I mean, he never let me leave his home without apologizing. And I knew that. And if I think about it, it'll make me cry. But it developed some habits in me that I need to correct. So I just want to work through this. I'm probably going to seek out a grief therapy group. Um, Via online, just because we're having problems with my autoimmune, and that comes from stress. So I think that this is a really good thing. So I'm going to take you through. It gives you each weekly, you have the monthly, and I love when they put the monthly at the beginning. Now, there are no tabs in this. Will I add tabs? I might not. I may just put a marker in here. I wanted to go to the end. So this is a full year. It's absolutely gorgeous. The paper is phenomenal. And then you come to the end of the December, and then let's see, it ends on actually the 31st. That's interesting. And then you have blank no pages. And I think that this is going to be something that will be very good for me. I did work a little bit with a Christian counselor last year, and also sought tremendous support and counsel from Christian, like I said, Christian counselors and pastors, and knowing that, and I've also, joined some other support type ministries that help when you have a situation like this in your home, and how do you handle it. And I've just been so flabbergasted. I have just been so knocked flat. And that's what Satan wants. He wants me to become ineffective. And in many ways, I have been. In many ways, I've taken on habits that I need to break. And in many ways, I need to create new habits. And so this is what these are about for me. So I have the pink one, and I kind of politely dig it out just so you know I have it in here. But I have the pink one and the purple one. And when I ordered this, I knew without a shadow of a doubt that I was going to take this and do something in regards to my parents. My parents went to TCU. They, TCU is purple and white. And so, yeah. And then, and here's a copy of the stickers that you get. And so there's women praying. You have butterflies, new creation in Christ. I know the plans I have for you from the Lord. Faith can move mountains. Praise him. You're loved. And by the way, and I am with you always, I want you to know that the most charming, oh goodness, I'm just dropping everything over here. I'm going to quit messing with it. I was trying to pick it all up and be neat. One of the most lovely things that the owner, and I'm blanking on her name, I think it's Jennifer, does is that she sends you monthly stickers that you can print out. And they're faith-based stickers, and you just print them on sticker paper. You cut them out and use them how you'd like to. So she's very, very generous. She supports the planners that she sells. It's not like a one time a year. She also sells undated planners, so you can also look at those. But these are my 2022, my spiritual planners, my spiritual goals, my walk with Christ. And and again, I'm going to have pink for the morning, purple for the evening, and then the note sections are going to be all about, and by the way, these boxes are phenomenal, all about, seeking outside support and kind of helping me go through a little bit of grief therapy. It seems really odd almost 4 years later to be doing this, but I just didn't have time. And I've said this many times, and I just haven't taken the time because everything else was taking my time. And now I'm ready. So she also includes, before I forget, steps to a prayerfully planned day. She takes care of that. And then just a really and it is Jennifer, darling message. When my mother was still alive and my dad had just passed. I had ordered, I think it was the first planner I ordered from her. It was spiral bound, and she has all different kinds of options. And it didn't get to me. And so she graciously, immediately helped me. She was so kind. She didn't make me feel silly. And she was just very, very, very supportive. So, all right, guys. So this is kind of my part 2 of planners, how I'm going to use them. This will come later in the year, productivity planner, and this one will be for my family, my husband and I, and our home and what's going on in our lives. So I think this is kind of a neat one to leave out anyways, because it just, we live in an old farmhouse, 1938 farmhouse. So, all right, friends, I pray your day is blessed, creative, and lovely. Thank you so much for stopping by. Planner journey part 2. So, all right, guys. And again, you don't have to use them for anything but journaling if you want. So, or memory keeping or memory planning. So just enjoy that part of this journey too. Okay, friends. If you like this, please feel, free to hit that like button. I really appreciate your support. And leave a comment below. Tell me what you're doing. Are you using any planners for productivity, for your family, for your spiritual walk? I'd love to hear about it. Leave that comment below. Share this with anyone that might encourage. And most importantly, I pray your day's blessed, creative, and lovely. I think I already said it, but I'm going to say it again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you guys. Bye-bye.